Well, he is unanimously considered the best basketball player in the world, a three-time NBA MVP and the man who delivered a title to Denver. But Nikola Jokić, for all of his fame, remains largely an enigmatic figure. He emerges for the Nuggets season, but then basically disappears to his hometown of Sombor, Serbia, for the rest of the year. Well, soon, a new book will try to shed light on this unique man and his unlikely road to become one of the greatest players the game has ever known. It's called Why So Serious? The Untold Story of NBA champion Nikola Jokić. It is written by Mike Singer, and Mike joins us here today. And Mike, he doesn't open the door easily to people beyond basketball, but you made the trip to Sombor. You were able to see the roots of Nikola Jokić, and that really opened the door for you to write this book.
You know, he knew that I was going to Serbia. I wouldn't necessarily say that he was excited that I was going to Serbia, but I go there, I meet some of his friends, I meet some of his earliest coaches. I have a translator who's working with me, who's interpreting English to Serbian, Serbian back to English, so I can kind of follow along with these interviews. And we were talking about this earlier. I just feel like the people in Serbia opened their arms to me. They were so hospitable. Once they recognized that I was being genuine, that I really wanted to understand where Nikola came from, understand who this guy is when he is away from the court, you know, which obviously he prefers to be. I think that there was a level of trust there that came. And also, obviously, I'd covered him for 5 years at the Denver Post. That helped a ton. So when Nikola finally learned that I was coming to Serbia, to a degree, he was okay with it. I don't know that he would say he was excited, but ultimately he let me into his world.
Normally as a writer, an NBA beat writer, as you were with the Post, you know, you'd find out a lot from teammates, high school coaches, college coaches. I mean, this was kind of your way of getting that route that didn't really exist over here in the United States, because I think even then they didn't look at him when he was 14 or 16 or 20 and thought, oh, he's going to be the next biggest thing.
Even he didn't believe that.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's being very genuine when he said, I never thought that I was going to get to the NBA. Now that I'm in the NBA, I can't believe that I'm in the NBA. I can't believe that I'm a starter. I can't believe that I'm an all-star. I can't believe, and he's not being disingenuous.
Right.
And I think that's kind of the most amazing part about his story is, like, he doesn't have grounds to be arrogant or cocky about his path because he was drafted 41st overall. And he is just an excellent testament to put your head down, work, and see what it yields on the other side. And, you know, this is the ultimate development story. I don't think we're ever going to see this again in NBA history.
The canvas that he paints that we get to see on the court is brilliant. It's just mind-boggling to watch the plays he makes night in and night out. And he's always there, night in and night out. But his personality is something else, because he seems, I remember when he, the first few years of his career, he was very frustrated with officiating, very frustrated with different things. He's become very light in a lot of ways, very easy to get along with.
He is beloved within the locker room. He is, to your point, he was immature when he got here. Nobody really envisioned that he was going to have to take the reins of the franchise, right? So that's a lot to ask of a teenager and a young 20-year-old to take over the responsibilities incumbent of a franchise cornerstone.
And now he's funny. He likes having fun.
Now he used to be very funny. Now he's tired of all the attention and all the noise. But there are still moments where you can catch him, and you kind of just have to understand that a little bit of him is jaded with all of the attention and all the celebrity. He doesn't appreciate that part. I have a really interesting passage in there where he questions whether the fame is worth it. He talked to me about that, which was a really poignant statement. And he's essentially just wrapped his head around and become more mature. And obviously it kind of dovetails with him becoming a dad and his family growing and him just becoming more mature as a father overall.
Yeah, I want to ask you about his family, because when we first got to know his family, you know, we think of Serbians, we think of the Jokić brothers, we think of all that. But now it's really about his daughter. You can tell that's the center of his universe.
It has completely grounded him. His daughter, his wife, that is the center of his universe. That is ultimately his end-all, be-all. That's who he wants to spend his time with. And, you know, it just has crystallized his priorities. To me, there is no ambiguity with Nikola Jokić at all. His family is first and foremost. Basketball is second. It's a job. He happens to be really, really good at that. But if you were to ask him what matters most to him, it's no contest. It's his family. No.
Well, Mike, we're looking forward to the book. Again, it's called Why So Serious? The Untold Story of NBA champion Nikola Jokić. It's going to be available in early December, right?
Yes, December 3rd. It's already available for pre-order, audiobook, hardcover, softcover, you know, flimsy cover, whatever you want to say.
Might be a good Christmas gift.
Might be.
Mike, thanks so much. Congratulations on the book.
Thank
to
you
see
so
you.
much. Appreciate it.
You bet.